Disclaimer. At no time am I making fun of, judging or criticising anyone's choice of tattoo, where that tattoo is placed, or the art of tattooing in general. Nor am I telling anyone to get or not to get a tattoo. That is your personal choice, and it is not my place to tell you what you can and cannot do with, put on, or put in your body. It is your meat suit, and you can do with it as you wish. I am just putting forward some ideas regarding the magical side of tattooing, and maybe some things to consider if you are looking into getting a magical tattoo yourself. Blessings, welcome to the Circle of Heka. I'm Lady Amaris. Tattoos have been used by human beings for millennia. They have been used to mark transitions within our lives. They have been used by shamans to bring in certain spirit animals, certain energies for protection. They have also been used as healing, where certain marks and symbols have been placed on the body on sites where illness has been found, as a way of healing that illness. Traditionally, the art of tattooing was a long and painful process with the use of a mallet. So tattoos have now become almost like a fashion statement. They have almost become mainstream. You can't swing a cat these days without hitting someone with a tattoo. Tattoos used to be edgy and cool, but now they've become everyday and just another tick on the pagan witchy lookbook. They've become almost mandatory for the aesthetic of the witch or the pagan. Black outfit, check. Occult symbol t-shirt, check. Pentacle necklace or ring, earrings, check. Tattoos, check. Piercings, check. Edgy makeup, check. Edgy weird coloured hair, check. Now please don't get me wrong, I'm not making fun of anyone who has any of these styles, any or all of these boxes checked. It is just that it has now become part of that witchy aesthetic that everyone expects, and many do enjoy. But there is a popular misconception by many that you need to have these things checked in order to be seen as a real witch, to be seen as legitimate, to be seen as authentic. Everyone has their own style. But as I said, tattoos are not for everyone and should not be for everyone. Tattoos were once the domain of the fringe, the bikers, the prisoners, the artists, and yes, the witches. Witches have always been on the fringe. They have always been the other. Now, with tattoos becoming mainstream, witchcraft has also, for many, become mainstream. But witches do not follow the herd. And these days, you would be hard-pressed to find someone without a tattoo. Tattoos, as an art, have been practiced by cultures since we worked out that if you cut the skin and place ochres or inks within the skin, that it made a mark and that mark stayed. This meant that Cultures would mark the skin with symbols and images. Symbols for protection, symbols to promote fertility, symbols to promote courage or to show that this person was a hero amongst that culture, to show achievements made, to mark the transition from childhood to adulthood. These traditional tattoo arts were long and painful. And yes, I know that tattoos are painful to get, but traditionally, tattoos were done with a single or double bone needle. Many tattoos took many, many hours to achieve. And it was held as a mark of respect and a show of strength and endurance to be able to endure the pain involved of getting certain tattoos. And in respect to the shaman creating the tattoo on the skin, it was a medicine, it was a magical process, it was an experience that was brought in energies and infused into those symbols. The energy of bear, the energy of turtle, those were placed within the skin. Unlike modern tattoo machines, which seem to have, in my eyes, taken the sacred art out of tattooing. So tattoos can be used in your magical life for protection, to draw magical power, for luck. You can create your own symbols and sigils and have them tattooed to yourself. You can have tattoos that mark life journeys, or, for many, to mark initiation. Now, I don't have any tattoos. Shock horror. People say, how can you call yourself a witch? You must hand in your witch card. How can you talk about tattoos? You never have a tattoo. You have no authority to talk about tattoos. And right, I'm not telling you what you can and cannot do with your body. I never have and I never will. Tattoos are up to you, whether you have them or not. What I am saying is that you think about it. Have an idea as to what it is that you are actually doing in a magical sense when you tattoo yourself. Now, when I was initiated, back in the Dark Ages, there was talk amongst the coven members of having the coven symbol tattooed to my body. It was almost like a kind of subtle, not subtle peer group pressure. And, everyone was doing it. You've got to have the coven symbol put on you. How are you going to do it? Where are you going to do it? You're going to have incorporate some other images on it. All of these sorts of things. And I kind of shied away from discussing it, or I'd mention it every now and again if someone asked, but that was about it. That was thinking about it. Basically because I'm not someone that just does something because everyone else is doing it. I'm not a sheep. I don't follow the herd. And it didn't feel right. Something wasn't right about it, and I wasn't sure what it was, but I will explain in a moment. Any tattoo that you get becomes part of your body physically. The ink comes into your body, it becomes part of your skin. It also becomes part of your DNA, as in that in a magical way, this image or symbol or whatever it is that you have tattooed to your body becomes placed within your energetic aura within your energetic body. And that in turn changes your makeup, who you are, how you are not only perceived on a physical, mundane level, but you are placing symbols and images into your energetic field, into your magical space, into your aura. And this does change you. So understanding the images that you place on your body and into your magical self, your aura self, is paramount. Because as I said, they will change you. So think about those symbols, whether they are deity symbols, goetic demon sigils, whether they are a sigil that you have created yourself or another's symbol. Sigils, as in sigils for deities and spirits, are phone numbers. They're gateways. They're ways of communication, a way of bringing to the fore a certain energy as it comes through you as a gate. So placing that sigil on yourself, you become a gateway for that energy. You become a way that that energy is expressed. It also can denote ownership. Now, I am reminded of the movie Blade, where certain humans were tattooed by different vampire houses or families to denote that they were under that house's protection. But more importantly, they were owned by them. They were property, branded like livestock. So having a deity symbol or a spirit symbol tattooed to your body not only brings that energy into your aura, but it can denote that you are now owned by that energy. Now that's fine if that is what you want, but it's always good to be informed before you do something. You don't want to sign on the dotted line and then find out later on that you didn't read the fine print. So this is the same as if you get someone else's tattoo, someone else's symbol tattooed to you, someone else's coven tattoo or your coven tattoo symbol tattooed to you. You are now effectively saying that you are property of this group, of this deity, of this person. You no longer become sovereign. And it doesn't matter if you cover the tattoo up with another tattoo. It is what lies underneath. It is the ink that is now within your body that has changed your DNA, has changed your makeup. You can cover it over and mundane eyes do not see. But we all know that many a magic is done where mundane eyes do not see. Symbols and sigils are placed within walls, on floors, within people. Mundane eyes cannot see them, but they are there energetically. They are there magically, spiritually. And that is the same with a tattoo. Even if you place another tattoo over the top, you are still owned by that energy. You are still owned by that coven. And you are only deluding yourself by covering over it to that fact. So what I am saying is, take care. Do your research. Don't tattoo things onto yourself on a whim to impress or to look edgy or cool. Make sure that you understand the spiritual, physical, and mental changes that will come about from these symbols. And I know that there are people who will look at this video and go, oh, I can do whatever I want. I can put any symbol on whatever I want. It doesn't change who I am. It's not going to change me. And that's fine. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. But if you have a look at my first video on creating a magical persona, how you are viewed on the outside by the tattoos that you have on your body, the type of tattoos that you have on your body, and even where they're placed, will change how someone else perceives you. They will see you in a different light. And that can be good or bad, for or against, depending on what it is. But it will change how others perceive you. Your persona will change. Also, your energetic self, your magical self will change. So not just what people see on the outside, but also those magical changes on the inside, which will then eventually manifest on the outside. So make sure when you are getting these symbols, especially magical symbols, especially magically charged symbols, but make sure that you know what it is that you are having tattooed to yourself. Make sure that the symbol says what you think it says. You don't want to make the mistake of getting, say, a Chinese character that you think says peace, but really it says this way to the toilet. You don't want to get other people's symbols or coven symbols tattooed to yourself unless you are fine with becoming a battery of sorts. Because not only are you owned and your property, but that symbol can then be used magically to siphon energy off of you. That is why I never got a coven tattoo. It was years later when I came to the realization as to why it made me feel uncomfortable at the time. I have no tattoos, but I'm still a witch. I am a creator of my reality. I am sovereign. No masters are above me, and no slaves below me. I am no one's bitch. Tattoos, as I said, are wonderful. Get a tattoo, don't get a tattoo. Just be aware of what that tattoo is. Have fun. Be magical. I hope that helps and makes sense. Magical tattoos are wonderful. But like anything in magic, do your research. Work out what energies are coming about from those sigils, from those images that you are tattooing on yourself. How are they going to change who you are? Are they going to change you for the better? And this is just my point of view. I'm sure others have many. So I wouldn't mind hearing, just be respectful. Blessed be.
If you like this video and want to see more, please click on the links provided. If you think this witchcraft thing may be for you, please subscribe. Blessed be.